Hello, I'm OmnusI, your game master this evening here in my lair. Greetings, friends. Welcome once more to the Lair of OmnusI. I am OmnusI, your host. And here we are with another question from the RPG Brigade for RPG A Day. This particular question, on day 9, 9th of August, is, what is a good RPG to play for about 10 sessions? My sessions generally run for about 4.5 hours. So, in my mind, what makes for a good game of that length is that it should have involved enough rules so that you have mastered the rules by the end of your 10 sessions. There's not a lot of hurdles, though, in between picking up the game for the first time to getting to the end. It doesn't feel like you have to cram in a lot of rules. It also should allow a fair amount of flexibility and just enough drama so that you can feel a sense of achievement when it's all over with. Rather than just looking at your pile of loot, you should feel some sense of accomplishment. For that, there are a lot of games that'll do that. You could have a very neat little system of a set of missions for Shadowrun, for instance. I would almost say GURPS is too complex as far as creating characters and the time invested. You'd almost spend one session making characters and then 9 playing. Generally, what I would recommend is something that involves an intense amount of storytelling but can be encapsulated in a shorter amount. And for that, my pick right now would be Werewolf the Apocalypse by White Wolf Games. Now, this one is a little out of print, but it's an excellent game as far as being able to create characters fairly quickly, although your 0 session will very likely be detailing your character's first change if this is the first time your players have actually done Werewolf, or if they are veterans already. You can encapsulate a pretty good chronicle in just the 10 settings. Primarily, your characters are not so complicated and overborne that anybody is going to have to worry about mastering any rank of skills or anything. Your characters don't need to worry about stretches of power and even a great deal about renown and things like that. In 10 sessions, you can have a complicated scenario that gives the players lots of avenues to approach their objective, to accomplishing their goals, both exploring the Umbra, the Spirit World, and out-and-out combat, investigation, negotiation, detailing. There can be multiple crises that the players have to solve or work towards. And honestly, with the tone of Werewolf, if the whole thing ends in either a Pyrrhic victory or even a terrible loss, you can still end up with a good story out of that the players can feel pretty good about. A lot of the details on that allow you to have very impactful, meaningful games where everything the character does is just trying to scratch away defeat a little bit more, but knowing that it's inexorable, that it's always at the doorstep. So in that, I have had characters that have gone for short stretches that are still every bit as memorable and fun as some of my longer-lived characters. So I think it's a good game for less than a lengthy campaign. Of course, you can still continue the story on beyond 10 sessions and tell a longer chronicle, but if you're going to encapsulate it down to 10 sessions, you should generally have a beginning, a middle, and an end with multiple crises, almost a crisis every night, for the players to get over in semi-episodic fashion to be able to hit your deadline and to make the action and drama of the story consistent throughout. So that's my recommendation. It's 10 is kind of a hard cap to put on anything. It's more than a one-shot, but it's significantly less than a lengthy campaign. So, but I am OmnusI. That would be my recommendation for a solid game that will serve you for 10 sessions of good gaming. So, of course, if you have your own recommendations, then make a video for the RPG Brigade if you like, or just comment, subscribe, like, share, all the fun things down below. I am OmnusI, Master of the Lair, wishing you safe adventures